What do you think has to give on the numbers? Like, you think it's land values, or is it interest rates, or is it labor costs or material costs? Like, where do you see the give for this market to stabilize? Because, like, when I think about it, like, the land values are high for sure, so they have to come down. But, like, I don't see wages coming down. I don't see building materials coming down. Like, taxes, like DCCs, or like government help. Like, where do you think is going to give to help with the affordability?
Well, it's a great question. And it's a topical conversation right now. You're not going to see wages coming down. People can't afford for wages to come down.
No, they're already kind of low.
Yeah. Interest rates, I think, how much lower can you really go? We're only just coming out of those 5-year fixed rates that were 2%, back then. And we're actually, we're coming to the end of that sort of repricing as such. But that repricing is hitting the commercial side too. I think it has to be land values. I mean, there was a lot of people getting into development and a lot of speculation that was driving up land values. And then the taxes and fees. We'll see some compression when it comes to some compression in building costs, and as demand is falling off, contractors are tightening up on their pricing. But ultimately, everything you're importing, and, if you look at the international market with imports, and the trade barriers, and even the quota system right now on steel out of Asia, it's artificially keeping all the prices up too, because you're having a tariff on your import. So really, to me, it's the land, is that input land cost, and then the taxes on top of it. We're seeing a break, obviously, in the DCCs in Kelowna, which I think would be good. There isn't much wiggle room, so you got to make sure we build a bit more contingency into that.
It seems like it's a good opportunity for like a extremely efficient like builder and developer to take advantage of the market. It seems to be the only way to make it even come close to penciling, right?
We've got a high amount of vacancy coming on for rental, which is good. It's sort of stabilized. I wouldn't say the rents have stabilized yet. There's still volatility in it, but as that gets absorbed, it's going to, also contribute to the city being attractive to migration. But we need jobs. We need good paying jobs, sustainable jobs. We need to focus there, because if the economy and jobs are not there, then why are people going to move here?
I mean, I think we need also, we've spoken about this, is less volatility from a leadership role. And that comes into play. I mean, I haven't really spoken about it yet on the show, but we will, is like government bailout for developers in Vancouver right now. That adds so much volatility of like, how does that set the precedent, and where does it stop, and who gets the bailout, and how does that look? But government intervention at a housing shelter, should not be, well, there shouldn't be government intervention. And so they've kind of like caused the ripple and then tried to stop it. And then like they're constantly playing with that stuff. So I think for me, that's one obvious thing, is we need less intervention, and then also like expectations from consumers. I think that's the biggest one is, we all want a nice house with all the bells and whistles and pools and garages, but at the end of the day, like, it's just shelter. And if we want this quote unquote affordable housing, and that's not $1.5 million home, there are builders that can build, I guess, more realistic shelter needs, but no one's really willing to build it, and no one's really willing to buy it, right? We all blame the government of like, well, we need cheaper land, DCCs, interest rates, all these things. But at the end of the day, like, if you just want somewhere to, sleep and eat, we need to reset our expectations a little bit.
I mean, I still haven't seen the terms and conditions of that sort of bailout. So I don't even.
Neither have we.
Nobody has. Yeah.
That sort of stuff creates a ton of noise, which, like, bankers don't like volatility. Like some bankers, like, trust me, investment bankers, those guys that make money off the volatility.
Day trading.
Yeah, but for us as traditional bankers, whether we're retail, wealth, or commercial strict business banking, we want stability, because that creates predictability. And through that, then you create investment, and people feel comfortable with continuing to invest. Buy a new building, hire new people, because you feel comfortable investing in growth, and there's too much volatility. The thing is, I think as well, if you're going to put $30 million into building like a 6-story condo, $40 million, I mean, that's a big, huge chunk of money. Yeah. You got to know, one, that you're going to get a good return, because that's a huge amount of risk, but also as a lender, I need to know that, and the custodians of my members' deposits, because it's my members' deposits that I'm going to get the money back and make a good return for my membership. But also, the developers need to know that they are going to come out too. So it is a challenge. But also, there was a lot of speculation going on, huge amounts of speculation, coming up the price.
Yeah.
So